The year is 1384, and as you can see, we're playing one of the hardest starting countries in the entirety of Europe in Europa Universalis 5, the Kingdom of Navarre, an extremely weak country that's trapped between Castile, Aragon, England, and France. But after playing for about 40 years, you can see that we're in not such a bad position. In fact, after allying Portugal, Castile, and France, we've successfully taken out a huge chunk out of Aragon, and now we can really start expanding and really start behaving like the kingdom that we are. So, it's time to continue this run, ladies and gentlemen, as one of the hardest starting countries in the entirety of Europe in Europa Universalis 5. Will we be able to get even more glory? Will we be able to expand in Castile, in France, and maybe even elsewhere? Or will our allies end up betraying us and we'll go down in a blaze of glory? I guess it's time to find out. So for the second time, let's jump in as the Kingdom of Navarre in Europa Universalis 5.
Okay, out of bankruptcy. Obviously, we're still losing money, though. Frick it, I gotta take Renaissance here. I desperately need the other cabinet slot, dude. And the culture's capacity, of course. You know, if I don't spend on Diplo at all, and if I min-max quite a lot, at least... we're still losing money. Maybe not every tech, but... Okay, so actually making money and not even min-maxing anymore, which is good. It helped me pay off some loans, so now I'm dropping it. We did reach quite a high level, but it's alright. Got a fourth cabinet guy, obviously still integrating, and the truce with England is up. Castile briefly threatened to break the alliance with me, but I think it's fine. I think we can go in on these guys, man. It just sucks that we have to take all of this, and we are still gonna have to core it. Gascon might be a little easier than Catalan, but it's whatever. But we gotta do it because sooner or later France is gonna do it. We're really in a not a very good position, but at least soon we'll get rid of this too, and in about 19 years. This as well. But yeah, I gotta get a CB on these guys, you know. Even with all the mistakes we did make with expanding too much, I still actually have to continue expanding too much. 4 forts, but we'll get it done. So, there we go. I'm insta gonna call in... this might be a mistake. I'm not gonna call in France. I'm gonna call in Castile, and then maybe we call in France as well. Alright, so I got Castile and Portugal, and hopefully they'll help out. Maybe I call in France after we occupy this. Okay, at least we know Castile is transferring occupation because they sieged this. And something I also thought could happen, France has started their own war as well, but I don't think they're gonna focus down here on the south. Jesus, we finally... Oh my god, no! I was gonna say we finally integrated Barcelona, but... Fine, I got a min-max again. I'm an idiot, dude. I was spending mega Diplo just to get a diplomat faster to call in Portugal, and I kept doing it. Well, France did occupy this, which is gonna make me disconnected. We gotta hope that they don't take it, because they usually end up piecing out of these wars pretty quick. Alright, I pretty much gotta sit on this. Okay, France is actually out, and they didn't take anything here. Why can't I take all of it? Oh my god, that's actually so much. What? It's just gonna be the French subjects and the British subjects, isn't it? Okay, so it's fine. Yeah, I gotta do this. Oh, I can improve with Catalan again. Excellent, I'll do it. Dude, look, that's the second improvement, and now it don't cost squat. I actually have the ability to both tolerate and accept Aragonese as well. 1.5. Yeah, that's 0.5. And we're gonna get one more, 2.27. Yeah, I just need a bit of prestige. Oh, wait, no, France didn't peace out. But how are they not fighting? Oh, it's the... Right. So subjects, I think, that are disloyal can, like, accept to get out of the war, I think. Yeah, it happened to me in a France playthrough. I did like a week ago, but I recorded the entire video muted, which happens to be about once a year, so you're never gonna see that. You'll see it when I replay France, though. I want to do it soon, but I'm just mad that that happened to me, so I don't want to do it immediately. But I'll play France in the next couple of weeks. Oh, perfect. So there's actually a canonization of it doesn't matter who. Once we let a month take over, we'll gain some prestige, and now we can accept Aragonese. Excellent. More cores, and obviously if we do end up expanding over here in Castile, that's going to be very useful. Nice. And these fools are willing to accept. Oh my god, this is going to be so painful to integrate, but there's a peace out on Aquitaine, ladies and gentlemen. I know we have absolutely horrible borders here, and a trillion, billion, million, schmillion different forts, but yeah, we just got to protect ourselves. At this point, I don't need Castile anymore. Now, they're allied to France. I gotta get mega favors with France in that case. make them break alliance or whatever it's called, isolate from allies, from Castile. And that actually won't give them a truce with Castile, as far as I remember. And then that means Castile is solo, no subjects even. And me, France, and Portugal can go in on Castile. And like that, I can get rid of this horrible-ass modifier. It's actually pretty bad, especially for the crown power and cabinet efficiency. The rest I don't really care about. Do we keep them around a little bit more, though? Nah. I think we'll just make our game harder like this because they could end up allying someone else, but I think it's time to ditch them. Okay, getting rid of red pop-ups, slowly but surely. Now, at this point, we actually could tolerate creating another subject. Girona, the biggest one, which is like 2 provinces big, takes up 0.5. I do want to hold Bordel myself, so maybe we just create one up here or something like that, just to have a little less to integrate. I don't know. How is Gascon looking? Yeah, it's pretty expensive. They're all freaking expensive for freaking Navarre. And that's the thing, though. With Basque, you gotta assimilate instead of accept. But I'm not doing it because I'm integrating. I am gonna create one up here, though. There is quite a lot of sand tongue. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Is there someone historical? Oh, there is. Montendra. Sure. I mean, they'll already have cores, so that's nice. Saint Tong, whatever. Okay, so now we gotta sit on this for quite a while, integrate almost everything, like have only 2 left integrating or whatever, and then we can try and go in on Castile. France is very powerful right now. No! Wait, does France only not show up there for me because they're... Okay. Oh, I thought France ditched me, but no, we're actually okay. We're actually okay. And are they at war? They're not at war. They do it. They do it. Yeah, they do it. And they could help out. Okay, let's not do it just yet, though, because they could re-ally them. Let's keep things as they are. I think at this point, it'll really help to get a local governor down in Barcelona, though. Even though it's probably, yeah, 176. Loans are, I was gonna say bigger now, but that's about all the loans we can take. Frick me. Okay, rural nobles authority is gonna help a little bit. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I gave up all of my cores on Castile because I kept getting hit with that stupid-ass event. It's fine. It's fine. It's Basque anyway. I still can't drop minting below negative. At a certain point, France did ditch me. Didn't notice when. By the way, got a little rebellion with Aquitaine, but... Oh, this has backfired hard. It's negative 77. Likely target of a coalition. Suck my coalition, bro. Jesus. At least loans are paid off, but I still can't drop this. And all the while, not a single promote integration, man. Not a single one, dude. Oh, I just realized the freaking Pope is supporting Aquitaine's rebellion right here. I don't think it matters, though, because it's over. Okay, annexed Girona right here, and obviously inherited some money from them, which, you know, the game started building up stuff for me. But it did start building a very interesting building that I wasn't aware of. Look at this, folks. So, as an Iberian countryman, we have the lieutenancy, plus 100% local crown power, and plus 75 local proximity source, which is, I mean, compared to the local governor, it's almost as good. And, you know, even with that 5 less, we still got a plus 100% local crown power. So we can build, I think, already 2 of these, right? Let's just go ahead and check again. We did check earlier. Yeah, we can build 2 local governors, and we have a lieutenancy. I think it's just only 1 that we can put down, but still. Oh, dude, we can build these in towns too. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. I don't know how much this one costs per month. That's the thing. The local governor usually costs about 8, you know, when I start building it and whatnot, but that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm actually lowering inflation right now just because I inherited some money from these guys, but I guess we'll have to start min-maxing as soon as, yeah. Either way, something else that we can probably do. Yeah, look, so we can ally France. I checked this earlier. We got annul treaties until November. I still got favors with these guys. I think I just ally France straight up and make them break the alliance with Castile instantly. Because I think probably Castile made France break the alliance with me or something like that. Okay, that has passed. Yeah, I can re-ally France. Excellent. Okay, as soon as I get a diplomat, I'll make them break the alliance with Castile. Okay, making a little bit of money while still reducing inflation by a little bit. They'll never get to me. Either way, I should actually probably keep integrating here. Finally integrating everything there is to integrate, so no, you know, other provinces waiting in line. Okay, so the war with the HRE ended. I somehow got a ton of money from it, but at the same time, France once again has annulled treaties with me. So did we lose this war and these guys made France do that? Or did we win this war and Castile just did the same thing? Because now I'm fricked again. I couldn't do it with France because we were at war. Now, it's only for 5 years this time, which is fine, right? Truce, no, that's truce. Where's annulled treaties? Yeah, I can't ally them. Yeah, I got blocked treaties. Let's hope it's for 5 years. It might have been the war. I have no idea at this point. Yeah. Well, at least with this money, we can finally put down, did I pay off that loan? Okay, now I'll pay it off. We can finally put down, like, a local governor, in Barcelona, and then we can probably put the lieutenancy in Bordeaux, right? Can we build it there? Yes, we can. Okay, so I'll put one down right there. And these might be too costly at this point. It might make us lose money, but I think it should, it should just balance itself out, right? I'm putting the different ones down just to compare the cost, you know, monthly. Otherwise, I would have obviously put a local governor down there as well, but I want to see the monthly cost. And I'll start annexing Béarn here. And additionally, man, I think I go in on Armagnac right here, even though they have like mega disconnected provinces and stuff like that, that I'm not that interested in. This I am interested in because they're like the biggest Gascon guy. And if I make them a subject, I can improve with Gascon. So I actually do have a parliament up. Let's, frick it, dude. Let's go to war. Okay, let's declare on these guys. It should be pretty easy, even though they got like the Pope as an ally because, well, I'll just siege them down. They don't have a fort and we can insta-vassalize them. And dude, finally, after such a long time, we can actually, once again, assimilate. There we go. Okay, these are actually expensive as hell. The local governor is 11 and the lieutenancy is 8. So it is a little bit cheaper, but Jesus, man. Do I destroy them? We'll be back to 0 like that, and I can min-max, of course, but... Or do I just... I think I gotta wait for them to tick up. If we weren't gonna go bankrupt, I would wait for them, but this freaking sucks. Frick my life, I gotta destroy them, man. I think I gotta destroy them. Either way, assimilation is, like, really fast, at least on Aragonese, which is good. Okay, so making actually pretty good money. I am once again building up a lieutenancy, now in Barcelona. Yeah, annul treaties for a couple of more months. Okay, once again, re-allied France. They are still allied. Yeah, as soon as we get a diplomat, I'm making them end that alliance. Now, we do have an offer to move our capital to Barcelona, but I think our strat here of a central capital with 3 other, you know, semi-capitals with the markets is a good choice. So I am gonna keep my capital in Tutera, which is where it's at right now. Holy shoot, I can marry my king to the crown princess of Naples. Like that, we'll end up in a union with them. Now, Naples, obviously, one of the more powerful countries here. Where do we... there's the list right there. So Naples is 27. Can I get higher than that? That's the question. Can I get higher than 27 so we become, you know, dominant? You know what? Frick it. Let's marry. There we go. King Charles has married, Princess Eleanor, which is gonna be Queen Eleanor eventually, after, this guy dies? How the hell did he get there? Okay, just got done researching some stuff over here. I'm actually gonna go back to meritocracy before we move on to professional armies because there is, things I want here. Let's finally do this, dude. Excellent. Now, let's see. Okay, so they don't have a truce, though. Like that. They only have annulled treaties. Now, Castile, very powerful, as we can see. But I do have 100 favors with Portugal and 76 favors with France. Folks, I think we can do it. Now, it sucks that, you know, it never says here they would come in with, you know, with favors and stuff like that, like it says in EU4, and I can't believe that's not here. So we don't actually know if they'll come in, but they should. They should. Okay, there it is, actually. France can be called to join the war, right? That's what that means, right? Oh, but no. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Look, there it is. But no, you can... No, this is only for this, isn't it? Yeah, they should come in, shouldn't they? They should come in. I actually even have destroy enemy on Castile, which would be nice. It's 0 like that. All right, because we're rivaled, yeah. I should do that. I'm gonna do that. Fine, fine, fine. Let's just hope that this doesn't make them annul treaties or something, because I still don't know why it happened last time. It's over. Are we still allied? We are. Okay, creating destroy enemy on Castile. It'll take 40 months? Damn, that's really slow. Assimilation is going like mega quick, by the way. You know, at least on the stuff that's, yeah, it got decent control. I tried to do this. Obviously, it's not moving. I'm kind of getting sick of this, bud. I'm kind of getting sick of this, not even gonna lie. Now, obviously, with us assimilating so much, we're opening up room to accept Gascon right here. It's gonna be 1.6, which means it's gonna put us at, like, well, about 2.44, which means we can tolerate and accept this. Perfect. So now we're gonna get cores over here as well. Excellent. You know, I never checked if we can do only one lieutenancy. Wait, no way. How many can we do? It doesn't tell us. Yeah, it can't be that powerful, dude. More than one? Yeah, okay, lieutenancy. It's... Does it say anywhere from what do you get it? Okay, Iberian. I guess because we're Iberian culture, but... And also, can you... So you can put it in the same spot. Oh, no. Wait, right? Yeah, you can put it in the... It doesn't... Okay, I gotta put down the other one, man. Now I'm just... Now I want to know if I can put down the third one. I probably can't, right? Okay. Now I get it. The combined total of local governor and lieutenancy in Navarre is less than 2, so it takes up... It's either that or that. It's not that and that. But listen, I think, man, even though it has 5 less local proximity source, local governor is 80, this one is 75, this one has plus 100% local crown power. So I think it offsets it like that, and it's a little cheaper to maintain as well. So I think it works. You can also put it down in towns, which is really nice. Damn, man. Iberian culture, especially, dude. No wonder everyone was playing Navarre when EU5 dropped. We're actually starting to make some serious money here, dude. Dumbass France has been sitting on 100% for like 2 years now. We won, though! Forced by who, dude? Who's their allies, man? Frickin' Mainz? Mainz wouldn't do that. Who the f... Is France stupid and do they offer surrender or something? There can't be two-sided peace deals here, man. What the... I don't get it, man. I actually don't get it. I'm actually pissed right now. I can't fight Castile, and I'm not ending this without fighting Castile. Fine. We'll wait again. We'll do the same thing again. We still got a million... No, we don't got... No, that's not even France. Wait for the treaties. Ally, break alliance, insta. We gotta time everything. It's... I'm frustrated. I am. Third time this is happening, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Couldn't have been Castile now. They're not even allied. The war, it was at 100%. They obviously won. It can't be Mainz making them do this. Unless they break the alliance with me. But I don't understand it like that. It's been forced to annul treaties. Yeah, unless they're doing it, man. Unless they're doing it, I don't see any other way. At least we're rich now. At least we're rich now, so we can do local councils. Can't forget the Pound Lock Canal either. Okay, Edge of Discovery is here. France is every hegemon. Come on, where was it? Just in time, too, because we've just finished, you know, meritocracy. I'd rather go down this than professional armies, even though we need it. So, cabinet seat we definitely need. Local governor, honestly, we don't need that much, but let's go down to the council hall of the power projection and the paved road. Huh. Frick now. Now they hate me, though. Now there's no way I can ally these assholes. Yeah. I think I'm freaking toast here. I can't beat this Castile, not even with Portugal. Oh no, his wife died. God damn, man. We can't catch a break, dude. The freaking Neapolitan princess died. Damn. We just can't really get the ball rolling, man. You know, we get one thing, we do one thing, it's looking good, then boom, it comes crashing down. Economy, at least, is not a word right now. I can even start building up a navy and an army, actually, but... I can't fight Castile. I don't know. Do we try and relink back up with these guys? It's not that possible, but no, actually. Wait, where's the lands? Yeah, it's even worse than we're rivaled. We had both of them, now we got none of them, man. I should have done it. There were opportunities, I'm not gonna lie. There were a couple of little slots that we could have used. Or even went in against France when they were mega weak at the start, man. But I was like, hey, frick French land. I want to get this one right here because, you know, Burgos and stuff like that. But really, when you think about it, this land is way better. And it's so much more heavily urbanized than this right here. Burgos, yeah. Yeah, really, we should have pushed into France. Then became powerful enough to take on Castile by ourselves. Or at least with Portugal. Yeah, really, what it comes down to is just bad strat. Or, you know, unpredictability when you think about it. Yeah. Dude, I honestly forgot I had these guys as a subject. Either way, the year is 1444. I've secured an alliance with Naples because they're the only semi-big guy I could ally right here. I'm trying to cook something up, bro. Let's see if we make something nice or burn. Okay, more potentially good news. Damn, we're way over Diplo again. Frick me. Oh, I auto-accepted it. Now it's the other way around, isn't it? Oh my god, that's why they wanted to ally me. I mean, the game didn't auto-accept it. An event popped up, and just as I was about to click C to get it away, the England thing popped up, and I accepted that instead of the event. Yeah, that's why it was at 200 opinion instantly. These guys wanted to help in the war. Oh, we could be fricked here. We lost, obviously, and France actually took land from me. They took like 2 locations and my subject that I was annexing up here. And that's the end of the 100 Years' War. Holy stuff. Take down Hegemon. I've actually never seen this CB. War goal is to take enemy's capital, conquer cost minus 75%. What kind of Hegemon are they? They're a naval hegemon. Oh my god, dude. And they're still solo. I got favors with all of these guys. Portugal obviously is right here. Castile has a very decent amount of professionals, and obviously they're mega rich, so they can get mercs too. But dude, if England and Naples can get here, which they should be able to, they have decent navies. Oh my god, take down hegemon. That's a crazy CB. Well, we're nearing the end of the video. It's already long enough. We're gonna try. We're gonna try and do it. We're gonna try and take down this hegemon. Maybe we'll lose, maybe we'll win, but we'll go out fighting no matter what. So let's see what happens. Really, France has been freaking me the entire game, so if anything, I should fight these guys, but we're already committed, you know? Alright, I got something of a professional army going here. I got a CB on Spain, Castile. I don't got a CB. Okay, I'm gonna do the same speech in just a second. For you guys. I'm just gonna use Parliament, man. Frick it. I'm just gonna use Parliament. Okay, I'm going in for that, which is Basque culture. Let's do the speech again. So, I've got a little bit of a professional army. I've got a Parliament CB on Castile. I'm allied with Portugal, Naples, and England, which should all come in. Are they doing their own wars? Portugal is not. Naples is. When, you know, I'm just wondering, you know, this campaign, when will things, you know, look like they're supposed to? When will things look like they're supposed to? When will the time be right? I was gonna say, we got money to hire mega mercs to Castile, yes, very, very powerful. As long as everyone comes in, we should do it. Naples is my second strongest ally, so I don't know. They're not going here, or at least not that much, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's declare our final war versus one of the most powerful countries in the world, the the Crown of Castile, 5th greatest power in the world. I've been trying to get freaking Burgos and get all of the Basque people in our country for ages, and you know, well, we'll die trying. We'll die trying. I don't have enough diplomats. Now we have enough diplomats. Let's go ahead and declare on Castile. There's our declaration. Let's go ahead and go to Portugal first. We will use favors to call them into the war. Same thing with England. and same... Yeah, because they're at war, obviously. Okay. Alrighty then. I was saving the parliament to... Let's contain New World. We don't want to do any of these. Frick, I was trying to ask for larger levies, but frick it at this point. So, let's raise up all of our levies, and then we shall also gather some mercs. Let's get these 4,200 Lombard guys, and let's get these... I'm trying to look for, like, Western European guys. Pontus. No, that's Anatolia. These 3,100 Dutch guys. Okay. Is it enough? Hell no. If England doesn't come, do we lose? Of course. If I can't call in Naples, is it also gonna suck? Yes. Let's try. Okay, so there's our stack. As long as Castile doesn't come in with their entire 100k stack, we should be relatively okay here. Actually, England is already landing, which is good. I guess they're attempting to move troops. If this is a split stack, that means they've started moving this stack. What is this? Oh. You know, already 24% war score from what? Well, we're gonna lose a lot there. And I guess England's stacks have been wiped because they keep bringing in them, you know, little by little. Oh, Naples is done. No, it's not done? What the hell is it doing then? Okay, what could we do with 24% war score? So I have to take this, pretty much. Well, not really, but, you know, ideally we do something like this. You know, fill out the borders and what... Okay, that's not even possible, war score-wise. Okay, this is my target, man. Like that, we end up owning all of Navarre, and we take over the market in Burgos as well. So that's like, that's quite a lot. And I just got fucked up. Alright, well, the reality of the situation is, ladies and gentlemen, Portugal got pieced out, obviously. They were actually involved in the war, so I do thank them for that. England also hopped out. They didn't really do anything. They sent, like, a couple thousand. They got beat up. I have 465 troops left, and I'm getting sieged to hell, and my capital is sieged down. And good news, I called in Naples after they ended their war with Byzantium. They didn't do anything. They haven't done anything. They're not doing anything. So, it's sad, really. It's sad. But I had to fight them. I just had to fight them in my soul. Could we have remained neutral and not fought anyone between these guys? Yes, of course. But sooner or later, you know, we would have been toppled between these two behemoths. It's a wonder Andorra still exists to this day, to be honest. But I really don't have anything more to say. And on that terrible disappointment, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to end. But yeah, Navarre, man, like I said at the start of the video, notoriously one of the most difficult countries in Europe, not just in Europa Universalis 5, but in Europa Universalis 4 too. They look pretty much about the same. And once again, the challenges in both games is pretty much the same, man. You're trapped between, you know, Castile and Aragon down in the south, and England and France up in the north, but indirectly through them, but you get the point. And it's just so tough. Honestly, though, I am surprised by how, I'm gonna assume, lucky we got at the start of the game, allying Portugal, Castile, and France. Castile, obviously, you know, we knew they were gonna fight Aragon, so that's why we went in against them. You know, that was the plan the entire time, and we did manage to expand pretty okay over here. Obviously, it took a very long time to get the economy up and running, and we did even go bankrupt. I managed to take this too over here from Aquitaine, and, you know, out of my, you know, kinda goals that I had for this campaign of getting Barcelona, Bordeaux, and Burgos, I guess we accomplished 2 out of the 3, but I just, you know, at the end of the day, man, Castile ended up being too powerful. We couldn't really ever get that thing going where we made France break the alliance and then drag them in versus Castile because they kept doing their own wars. France, as you remember, was very weak at the start. England had taken so much stuff, and, you know, maybe we should have used that opportunity to, you know, while we're allied with Castile, to actually go in on France while they were sucking versus England. But, you know, I just chose to expand in Iberia, I guess, as opposed to France. But, you know, prior to doing this war, man, we were actually making really good money, about 70 ducats a month. We put down some really good buildings as well. Control is looking pretty nice as well. And, you know, even if we did end up just like this, I guess we could have pushed a little bit into Aragon or something like that, gone elsewhere in North Africa or in Italy. It's just, you know, it just wasn't a part of what I wanted to do. And Castile, with its trillion castles on the borders and with its massive troops and with my guys not coming in to help out, it would have sucked. Obviously, you know, if you know, England and Naples started moving all of their troops or landing in my land and then going in on Castile, we potentially could have done it, but it just, yeah, man, Castile just went in on Portugal immediately, then turned its sights on me, wiped the couple of stacks that England sent in, and Naples didn't do anything. So obviously I can't even white piece them here or anything like that. They have been sending me peace offers, which I rejected, but I think I'm actually going to end it in this war right here, which of course we're going to consider a loss. But yeah, Navarre, very, very tough start. Even though we managed to get it running, it was still tough for the entirety of the campaign, man. We've played about 140 years right here. I think it's time to call it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, man, make sure to leave a like. It lets me know that you want to see more content like this. Let me know what other difficult countries you want to see me play in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And that's it for me for now. See you next time.